I'm pleased to support the nomination of Christopher Wray to be Director of the FBI. Mr. Wray possesses the skills, the character, and the unwavering commitment to impartial enforcement of the law that we need as an FBI director. Based on unanimous vote that Mr. Wray received from the Judiciary Committee, I'm confident that my colleagues believe this as well. Mr. Wray has an accomplished record as a lawyer. He was a federal prosecutor for a number of years and went on to serve in various senior roles at the Department of Justice, including leading the criminal division at the department. Mr. Wray earned the department's highest award for public service and leadership. His prior record of service demonstrates his competence in leading within the federal government and demonstrates that he'll be able to lead effectively at the FBI. He has shown that he has the expertise needed to address the wide range of policy issues currently facing the FBI. Of course, my colleagues and I asked Mr. Wray about his positions on many such issues during his hearing. He answered those questions very well, but the most important thing that we wanted to learn from him had to do with his view of the job and where his loyalties lie. As all of us in this body know, when we take the oath of office, we affirm that we will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. We don't pledge support to any member of the government or even to a political party. We pledge our loyalty to the Constitution and to the rule of law. Many members asked Mr. Wray very pointed questions about loyalty during his hearing. I was impressed with his plain-spoken, candid answers, and I take him at his word when he says that his, quote, loyalty is to the Constitution and the rule of law, end of quote, and when he says that he will, further quoting, never allow the FBI's work to be driven by any other than the facts, the law, and the impartial pursuit of justice, period, full stop, end of quote. Now, if he is confirmed, Mr. Wray will step into this role at a crucial moment, not only in the history of the FBI, but in the history of the nation. As we know, multiple investigations are underway, including by this body, to clearly lay out Russia's activities that attempted to influence the 2016 election. These are important and sensitive investigations, and they cannot be inappropriately influenced by people in powerful positions in any way whatsoever. This applies to the FBI director. Mr. Wray was asked very directly what he would do if presented with the opportunity to influence these investigations in any way. He told the committee that he won't condone tampering with investigations and that he would resign rather than be unduly influenced in any manner. Mr. Wray's record of service and his reputation give us no reason to doubt him. He was forthright when he was asked specific questions about the events leading up to his being offered the job of FBI director by President Trump. He made no loyalty pledges then, and I expect him never to make such a pledge moving forward. Mr. Wray will also face the challenge of running the FBI, motivating its staff, and ensuring that the FBI operates effectively and efficiently. My colleagues know that I haven't been pleased with how the FBI has or has not replied to Judiciary Committee inquiries and requests for information. And this doesn't apply just to this senator, but all the senators on the committee, and it doesn't matter whether they're Republican or Democrat. They're entitled to ask questions and they ought to get answers. That's the constitutional responsibility of oversight that all 535 members of Congress have. So, not being satisfied with the FBI in the past, I asked Mr. Wray directly about the FBI's responsiveness to members of this body. He promised me, and in turn other members of this body, that he'll prioritize responsiveness and transparency to this body. This will allow us to do our vitally important job of oversight over the nation's top law enforcement agency. I'm glad that Mr. Wray is ready to work in partnership with the Senate to help us perform our role very effectively. I expect to see improved responsiveness from Mr. Wray to our letters and to see enhanced protection for whistleblowers within the FBI who come forward. And they do that at great risk to themselves to let this body know where abuses of power are going unnoticed. We owe it to these brave people that we call whistleblowers, but they're patriotic people, to give them the protection they deserve. And the culture for giving this protection starts at the top with the new FBI director, Mr. Wray. As I mentioned before, Mr. Wray was voted out of our committee unanimously. The fact that all of my colleagues, Democrat and Republican, trusted Mr. Wray with their aye vote says what we need to know about Mr. Wray's ability to perform the important role of FBI director and to do it with integrity, with competence, with professionalism, and the utmost respect for the Constitution and the rule of law. We can't ask for Mr. Wray to do anything more than that. I urge my colleagues to join me in voting to confirm Christopher Wray as the next director of the FBI.